Hello and welcome. This presentation will cover the life cycle of insurance claims. There are 7 key components that make up the life cycle of claims, which includes patient pre-registration, establishing financial responsibility, patient check-in and check-out, Superbill or encounter form, preparing and transmitting the claim, monitoring payer adjudication, and patient collections and the law. So we'll first begin with patient pre-registration. This is typically done when a patient calls the office to set up an appointment with the healthcare provider. This could be either an established patient or someone calling to be a new patient. During this process, we will schedule the appointment, and we'll always want to make sure that we include the reason for the visit. This will help the medical team be able to better prepare for the patient coming in for the visit. We'll also obtain any personal information regarding name, date of birth, address, telephone number, email, those types of things, and also the medical history if we can get a little bit of that. The employment information and any general insurance information. This includes who the insurance holder is, who the insurance is through, and sometimes if the patient has the insurance card in front of them, we'll be able to get the insurance numbers as far as the group numbers and the ID numbers, the member ID numbers. And we'll always want to make sure we notify the patients and kind of remind them at the time of their visit that we'll need to see an actual copy of the insurance card. The next key point is establishing financial responsibility. And this is basically determining who owes what for a doctor's visit between the patient and, if they have insurance, the insurance company. Because we have to verify insurance during this process, it is very important that we obtain a physical copy of the insurance card. That way we are able to verify the correct ID number, the correct group number, and the subscriber information. Making sure that we have that correct address, the correct spelling of the first and last name, as well as the date of birth. So now the patient has arrived to the clinic and it is time to check them in for their appointment. We are the first point of contact with the patient, so it is very important to always greet the patient with a smile as well as a pleasant attitude. This pretty much sets the tone for the remainder of their visit. When the patient arrives, once we identify who we are and we identify who we are talking to, we will verify any information that is on file. That includes name, date of birth, address, phone number, and we'll also obtain a driver's license or an ID to confirm their identity. Now, sometimes patients will say, well, someone just called me the other day and I verified all of this information with them. Why do I have to do it again? It may sound that we are being repetitive with the information, but we just want to ensure the patient and let them know that we want to just make sure that we have the correct information on file so that there are no errors. If the patient is new to the clinic and if this particular clinic has new patient paperwork on file, this will be the time to hand that to them and have them complete it and let them know that the provider will be able to take this when they are called back for their appointment. After a patient is done with their appointment, they may need to stop back at the receptionist desk to check out. During this time, we will schedule any follow-up appointments, and this could be any diagnostic tests such as x-rays or any laboratory tests. We'll also provide them an after-visit summary and collect any copays that we did not get a chance to collect during the check-in process. Patients may have questions, and we are always available to answer them. However, if there is a specific question that we don't know the answer to, we'll let the patient know that we'll pass along that information to the doctor and they'll get back with them to answer any concerns or questions that they may have. After the appointment has been completed, it is now time to create the Superbill or the encounter form. This is a bill that reflects any services that were provided to the patient by a healthcare provider. It is typically the responsibility of the healthcare facility to create the claim and then submit it to the insurance company for processing. It is now time to prepare and transmit the claim. This is done by completing the health insurance claims form. It is very important during the patient pre-registration, check-in, and check-out process that we obtain all the correct information from the patient as well as the insurance information so that there are no delays or errors in transmitting the claim. Once a claim has been transmitted, we will monitor payer adjudication. During this process, a medical claim is evaluated and determined if it will be accepted, denied, or rejected. Again, it is very important that we get all the correct information on the patient so that this process is not delayed. After the claims process is completed, a medical bill will be sent to the patient explaining any services that were done and what portion of the bill the insurance company covered. When medical bills are past due, they eventually will be sent to a debt collector's agency. It is now the responsibility of the debt collection agency to collect any payments for the past due medical bills. From this point on, the patient should only be in contact and communication with the debt collection agency in regards to making a payment on their past due balance. If by chance a patient calls our office, it is our responsibility to refer them to that debt collection agency that is handling their case. The Fair Debts Collection Practices Act ensures that a debt collector is not using extreme measures to collect a debt from a patient.